So far in the series we've looked at different ways to format sheet cells. In this section we'll mainly be looking at how to insert objects onto a worksheet. So this is different from applying formatting to a cell. We're rather adding objects on top of the sheet itself. Most of the objects we want to insert we'll be able to find in the Insert menu. From here we have things such as the table, pivot tables, and we can also insert pictures, online pictures covering things like clip art, shapes, smart art, and other options. First of all, let's start off with a simple picture. And let's choose the adorable koala again. I'm just going to resize my koala so I can add some other objects onto the sheet. Also from the Insert tab, I can choose to insert online pictures. And that includes things like the office clip art. And I can add in this stylish telephone. As I insert different objects, you will notice that there's a Contextual tab. For example, I have now added the simple square, and I have the Drawing Tools Contextual tab. This is allowing me to format the object I've inserted and gives me different options for changing the color, the font, etc. Different objects that are inserted on the sheet may have different Contextual Tool tabs. For example, these two items are both considered to be pictures and have a Contextual Tool tab relating to pictures. This includes formatting options such as adding frames to a picture. I can compress the picture, perform corrections, and perform various other tools in terms of rotating and moving the shape within the worksheet. If I click on my shape, I still have the Contextual Tool tab, but different options are presented to me. Also within the Insert tab, I have the option of Smart Art. Within this list, there's various different templates I can choose from, and these are ideal for various process type diagrams, hierarchy, or relationships. When you choose one of the pre-designed templates, it is inserted into the sheet. You have various formatting options that you can apply to either individual boxes or to the entire smart art itself. I can also type into my boxes and customize various other options relating to my smart art. For day-to-day use in Excel, which mainly deals with data processing, formulas and calculations, smart art is not our bread and butter. We generally won't be spending huge amounts of time working with smart art. But it is a useful tool, and especially when used in conjunction with other software programs within the Microsoft Office suite. Another type of object which is very common and useful within Excel is certain predefined shapes. We might want to highlight information within our sheet using a simple arrow. And I can either just click on the screen directly and apply a predefined pre-shaped arrow, or alternatively I can insert it and shape it while I do it. I'll click on the arrow, but this time I will click onto the sheet and hold down the mouse button. And as I drag across the sheet, I can change the size of the arrow. Once the arrow is on the sheet, I have all my usual options. I can rotate the arrow and still change its dimensions. Within the illustration group within our Insert tab, there's also one more incredibly useful feature, and that is the ability to add screenshots directly from the Insert tab. If I click on my Take a Screenshot drop-down menu, I have the ability to directly choose one of the currently open windows. So for example, I can automatically add a screenshot of my browser where I've tracked down some very cute looking cats. I could have just flipped to that window, taken a screenshot, and then copy-pasted. But this step of inserting a screenshot is much quicker and easier. The other feature that I particularly like is the ability to add a screen clipping. So with this feature, I can add a specific part of a screenshot. I click on Screen Clipping. My screen will dim to this sort of white color, and using my cursor I can drag from one end to the other to select just a certain part of the window. And now that just that one image has been added to the Excel sheet. This can be very useful for copying one particular picture from a website or copying in a company logo into your documents. Next up, we'll understand how to insert Office apps.